Right, welcome back. I know it's been a while since we did anything, but last weekend I was away with the lads, and obviously I'm only doing this on a weekend. I haven't worked most of the week, but this week it's not a weekend. I'm in the middle of the week. It's at the job. The loft has the plaster's everywhere, and there's the tilers in and pretty much in the way. So we've chose to keep staff down to a minimum, if you like. So I'm giving me the opportunity to have a little go on here. So what I'm doing now, as you can see behind, there's a few noggins in. What I did notice, let me just turn you around. What I did notice was a couple of the studs had started to, as they dried out, they've just started to warp and twist a little bit. This one's the grossest example. It's quite askew, that one is, and the gap. So before any worse, I decided to put the stop with the noggins into there. As you see, we've got a few in now. Again, it's a simple enough thing. You're just cutting a piece of wood to size, putting it in. If you've got a chop saw, obviously it's nice. I hope mine stays with me a bit longer because, as I explained before, it smells like it's on the way out. But again, right, noggins, not the most complicated thing. There's a few things. A lot of people, especially on a wall that's only this height, it's only a couple of metres, this one, especially at the back end, they just split the whole height of the wall. Put a row of noggins all the way along. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you put them in line. All you've got to do then is shoot your screw or your nail through there, shoot one through there at an angle, obviously into the next one, and the same backwards. So you can keep them all in line. It's no big deal. A lot of people just go alternate, one there, back again. So then you can screw or nail straight through there, and the same on the other side. So you get a slight thing. What I like to do, because in this particular, when it's solid insulation, 1.2 up to there, that's one width. So just cut that off, the insulation, pop it in, and then the remainder has obviously got to be filled in. And the same with there then, top end, come down, 1.2, put your remainder in there. I know it's not a win-win, but if you went in the middle, it's a lose-lose. At least it's only a win-lose at this point. Again, no big deal, but why would you make work for yourself? It's easy enough. I think it looks nicer as well when it's all out like that. Up, down. There. I know you're never going to see it. It doesn't really matter. But I like to keep it level. You see, this one slightly different again, because we can't forget we've got a rake wall there. Each bay, that side on this particular side, is higher than that side. Depending on the width of the bay, sometimes the doubles, it's going to be 8, 9 or 10 mil difference, just going to be a bit higher at the bottom. So on the 1.2 part, so in this case in that bay, I measure down from this side, which is the highest side. So I measure down from there, put it in, which means I've got to cut a small rake on top of there, 8 mil, 10 mil, whatever it is. But if I did it the other way around, measured from there down, I'd have a little gap, obviously, from there to there. I'd have a small gap this end. That's not good. So again, it's no big deal. Just go and make sure you're on the right side. It's no extra work. So the high ones is the measurement down this side. Obviously, completely opposite this side. That's the side I want to measure down from. Not that side. Yeah, loving my new lights, because at this end of the project it's black as a bag, so that's nice. New lights, maybe I'll double them up if I need to. Check this out, cold, and then we've got warm. How do you like them apples? How posh am I? Okay. Another thing regarding noggins, when you've got them like this, as opposed to in the middle, all the way across, you've got a longer span, a longer remaining length of noggin that's not supported, whereas this, like that one has got the top half of the noggin, that one has got the bottom half, and once you're here, that can't twist either way. When you get to the top, that can't twist either way. So it's just holding the twist out of the whole stud a lot better than if they were all in the middle. What I've done, so I've marked all of these bays previously in case you think I'm just guessing. So that's flat from the bottom. This bay is measured from that side because I've got to cut that little angle on the top. So that's how we're doing it. So we're getting that straight. Got that into the line at the bottom because that's the line is the 2.4. So okay, what we need to do is really get this one. It's nice and flat. Went round earlier as well and wrote in each bay. So it's when you got the tape measure in your hand, it's easier than measuring each one each time, picking the tape up again. So they're all written on the back there. Matches that, so I've just took a list down, cut them all on the miter saw. Okay, what I'm about to do now, just pull that back a bit, just pull you slightly back. Right. You see how the door shuts beautifully? Despite some of the comments, I did toe and heel it, and You don't get a result like that without toe needling it. So right, that's done. Moving on. Just before I do this one, I'm going to put that in. If it's a little bit on the tight side, and this is not particularly tight, I mean, that's going to go in quite easily, but I'll put it in all the way. That's going in quite easily, but now, can you hear that? That's just catching now. I mean, it's still short, but it is catching slightly, which I don't want. So what in essence I'm doing is putting a little belly in that, which I don't want. If anything, I need to take a shave off that now. And when I'll probably screw this one actually rather than nail gun it. That way it'll pull tight in and you won't affect this perpendicularness of the door. So that's what I'm going to do now. Right, I made a bit of a silhouette, but I've taken off, so if I zoom in a little bit, see if that makes any better. Look at that. Right. What I've done now is I've just tapped this in with my hammer. Just tap this in. Took a shave off it, so it's not forcing this out any further. That's not too tight at all. So I'll get that nicely on the line. So the insulation fits nicely. And what I'm going to do is screw that one in. Excuse me. Okay, you've seen it. I haven't doctored anything, you've just watched me put it in. See, nothing. It's not catching anymore. One finger. As they say in Oakwood World, one finger. Beautiful. Right then, that's the internal wall done. What we're doing now is I'll go get some cable, start running the cable. We're going to end up with wall lights, 2 wall lights, 1 wall light on that one. In here, because this is going to be, I'll call it a bar, the drinks. I'm not going to do a bar as such that you go actually walk round, because that obviously reduces the size of the main room. There's no point, and the reason for a bar in a bar is to stop the general public from going behind the bar, nicking all the stuff. It's my own stuff, so all I'm going to do is, in essence, think kitchen. So I'll do a work preparing surface, a work surface, under which will be the mini fridge, some more shelving, you know, a beam, things like that. I'm going to put a tall fridge, probably, I don't know, that side or this side. What I'm thinking about is because I wanted to put a small air conditioning unit into there, flush with this, basically contained in here. So I'll put the box behind it to hold it, and the ducting carrying through to the outside wall behind. That's why I was hesitating where to put the tall fridge. Unless we get a taller fridge that's only, yeah, that's about it. Thinking on my dynamic, thinking as we're going. If I get a taller fridge over there, start from the beginning, aircon unit through there, work preparation area for, you know, whatever you want to do, pour in your drinks basically. Underneath will be the mini fridge, and just shelves above for spirits, etc. We all know this is a storage area, as we can say. It's not massive, it's bigger. I've got very little storage area in my house anyway, so it'll all come in. I'm toying with the idea what to do with the poker table, to make one a bit static in the middle, or have one to the top, will just hang on that wall, get full size. It's probably what I'm going to do, so I don't block this up. You don't always want to play poker, do you? Well, I know I do, but you know what I mean. So sofa, TV. I'll get some Wi-Fi up here as well, so people can get Wi-Fi on the phone, because it doesn't quite reach from the house, it's too far. Yeah, that's that, so we'll just get some cable sorted now. Lovely. Yeah, I guess that's probably going to wrap this one up. Again, I don't know how much footage I've got, but we'll do it with what we've got. If it's a short one, it's a short one. If it's a long, I lose track. I thought the last one was going to be a short one, it's 40 odd minutes. So yeah, I'll get this sorted, get some cable in, make the cable one the next episode. That's going to be very interesting to some people. Like I say, I'm not an electrician. I've got basic knowledge of what to do. So I'll just run the lighting cable, a simple ring. What I think I'll do, on top of what I said about the wall lights, I explained earlier I don't want lighting because it affects, the insulation has to be compromised, because it's a cold roof. So I'll just have wall lights for the main building, room, that's straightforward in there. Override switch for the lighting for outside, because I'm going to have a sensor. And I'm going to put some, under the shelves, I'll put some kind of light on there as well. I don't know how I'm going to switch that yet. I might switch it on its own. I might do it coming off the main one. That's what we'll do next time, hopefully. We'll get that sorted. Then I'll get Rich the Spark in, and we'll have a little check-up, see if we've all done it all right. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Press that like button if you want to see more. And we'll see what we can do. See you on the next one.